video up right now, but technical difficulties, but we'll get video kind of returned here. But we're going to stay rooted, of course, in the facts of this case, but we can also do our due diligence here. Again, interactive journalism here. We can feature some of your comments, help you separate fact from fiction. In today's day and age, you can go on TikTok, you can go on Reddit, you can go on Twitter. You can find all of these claims and landmines of misinformation and conspiracy theories.
Hey guys, I just wanted to make sure that my YouTube did not just start like 50 lives for me, because it does that with this stupid Streamlabs here. Let me just make sure. Hang on one second. This is so crazy. If you're seeing that on your screen, that is the address of where the abandoned car report, abandoned vehicle report for the Mustang is on that redacted, heavily redacted form. And okay, so oh shoot, see, it did it. It opened up how many lives for me? Hold on, let me cancel these. Something is wrong. If I don't schedule, hold on. Let me just get rid of these, all right? Hold on one second. Delete these. Hold on. Let me do that. Okay, and one second. That's probably, we're not going to get any notifications for this stream because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what is wrong with this darn thing. I have to schedule everything or not just go live on the spot, because when it's open, if it's not live, it will immediately go and start scheduling lives and just go crazy, like as if it's got, I don't know. All right, I'm not going to worry about that now. I'm going to get to the chat. I just want to, all I do want to do is do the subscriber chat thing. So I'm just going to really quickly fix that, because since I didn't open it up with the scheduler, it doesn't have any of that automatically filled in there. So let me just do that really quick. But you can look at that. I'm going to turn you around on that and take you around and show you now the thing that I am concerned about. Now hold on, here's my thing. I was listening to WFLA, right? And they have this redacted vehicle report, and the address that I've put on my Google. But here's the thing. Here's the address. What I have to find out right now, and maybe if some of you are in the area, you can let me know. You see how this is the entrance to the Mayahachi? Is that the entrance because it's kind of assumed by JD at WFLA that the car was found here? I'm just wondering, is that the address to the parking lot where you would drive in there and park? Because it's a totally different story, and I'm going to show you why. And I'm just hoping that they didn't just assume something, because you know what happens when you assume something, right? So let me I just want to make sure of that, because okay, I'm going to pull up. Let me show you something. I'm going to pull up. Let me make sure you can hear me, right? You can hear me? You guys can hear me, hopefully. Good. Okay. What we're going to do, there's a police presence. It's lots of police cars and vehicles were going into the reserve. And then, this is like we discussed last night, okay? And here, I'm sorry, when you see me, I just got out of the shower. I'm soaking wet, okay? So sorry about that. But we discussed last night, why did the parents' timeline change that Brian is suddenly missing on the 13th, right, instead of the 14th? And I said it's probably because the FBI was like, hey, wait a second, we've got this now, and this is not matching up to what you said. Because that's exactly what I think happened. They reported Brian missing on the 14th. And then said they had that abandoned vehicle report, right? Now, Brian Enton, our friend Brian Enton, over at News Nation Now, find him on Twitter at Brian Enton, said that that Mustang was back on the 15th, okay, which is Wednesday of September. We're talking September. The reports, and obviously what the parents said, was that it was not back until that Thursday. So all the while, Brian Enton's been saying, that's wrong. That we have, photos and video. That Mustang was in that driveway on Wednesday, the 15th, not the 16th. So that was always off. But now they said that Brian went the 14th and was gone. Now, listen, then the lawyer comes out yesterday, Steve Bertolino, and says, oh, wait a minute. There's something happening here. The parents were going off as something else that they knew, and so they got their dates wrong. It was actually the 13th that Brian went off on that hike. Okay. So here's the thing now. Now, where's my WFLA thingy? We have this. And this is heavily redacted, but let me just pull this up, okay? Okay, I'm pulling this up. I'm going to pull this over. Okay, so now we have this. Okay. Abandoned vehicle. Well, let's look at the time. 9/14/2021 at 2:42 p.m. Well, how could his vehicle... Now look, this is another thing that's really great. Body worn camera used. Excellent. So that means there is body cam of where this car was found. Okay, this is all redacted. Gosh, how we would like to read that, right? So 2:42 in the afternoon. Well, this was going to totally change the parents' story. Depending on when they said Brian left the house, something's not adding up with the parents' story. So then the lawyer comes and says, okay, they said the 13th. Now, I think that even casts more doubt on anything the parents are saying when they say the 13th, because it's almost like they're just trying to go back. I think a lot of us think that Brian left way, way before any of that, right? Hold on, I just want to get back into the chat because I can't see the chat. So a lot of us, I think, agree that he had a big head start. So I think they just tried to push it back. Well, let's see if it goes to the 13th. Would they report this abandoned vehicle? What are the procedures of the Northport police? Is there a certain timeline? Now, Robin, good, you're from Florida. The Florida people, especially people that are familiar with this. I don't know if Kitty McCafferty is here or any of our Florida people. What would be really helpful is this address that's here, this 6968 Reisterstown Road, Northport, Florida. Okay, so we have this. This is the offense in ORD 4256. And at 2:42 in the afternoon. So let's go. Let me pull up my map here. We love Google Maps, right? So this says 69. I moved around 6968. Okay. See, when I move that, it's 6968. What did I get? We look around here, and this is the entrance. And we're going to take a ride down there. We're going to go down there. We're going to go on a Google. We haven't been on a Google ride in a long time. We're going to take a little ride down there. There is a police presence that's ramped up in the Carlton Reserve. Don't know really what that's about yet. But right now we have this abandoned vehicle report, and we'll look around this area. There is I don't know if that's a house. Let me see if that's a house, let's say. Or if that's yeah, I guess it is a house. It looked like almost like a, I don't want to say a clubhouse, because it's just like out here in the middle of nowhere. Okay, I wonder, could this be the person that reported the vehicle missing? Does this house have any cameras that caught anything? Now, it would be highly suspect, right? If he was really going hiking there and parked his car over here. Like, why would he park his car over there? So here's the thing. We're going to go down here. Can we go down here? We can't go in there? When you go in here, what's the address when we go in here? See, that's what we have to find out. What is the parking lot address? I'm going to put that in, the parking lot address of the Maya. Hold on. Let me get exactly what this is. Let's see. The Mayakachi Environmental Park. Okay, so creek. Let me just see what the parking lot address would be. Okay, let me see here. I'm just gonna see as if I was going there, what it's gonna tell me. Okay, it's temporarily closed. I'll tell you that when I go over here. Okay, here's my problem. When I am Googling this environmental park, that is the address that we get. That doesn't mean, see, I'm sorry, but when you listen to WFLA, the person that was reporting this said that car, oh look, yeah, there's no cameras. There's absolutely no cameras around where this car was parked. But do they know that car was parked there, or because I know they just Googled an address. See, that's the thing. I think that address is for that whole place right there, including the parking lot, which may have cameras. So I'm not convinced that that's where his car was found, okay? Okay, so let's look. I'm trying to see if we can go where that park, if, you know, what, because the police are just going to have an area, and they're going to put it's abandoned at the Mayakachi Creek Environmental Park, and put that address down. And there may be something in that redacted stuff, but we're not privy to that redacted part of that. So let me just see something here. Here, I'll show you. I'll bring this over. Hang on. Let me bring this over. Okay, you see this? That's the address for the park itself. So it would be interesting. I think you're right. I think it couldn't have been anywhere. I think it couldn't been anywhere. You think it could have been anywhere. Okay. Yeah. So exactly. I doubt, like, if he would park that car or whoever would park that car out there, it's weird. It's where they found the car and it received a citation. But Nicole, look at the address here, right? And that's the address that's on that abandoned vehicle report. So, yeah, it is the reserve. It's the environmental park. But what we're trying to figure out, because WFLA, JB over there, said someone said, are there any cameras where the car was found? Now, they put out the report, which I just showed you, right? Hold on, let me just pull that up. Again, heavily redacted police report here, okay, from the Northport Police Department. The incident location is the address of that park. So what JB over there at WFLA did was just put this into Google, and he couldn't show it because he can't show it on a screen for some reason, but he said absolutely no cameras around there, okay? Now, I Googled it as well, and I see what he is looking at, and what he's looking at is this, okay? And that's the entrance, though. What he is assuming that the car was just parked or left somewhere here, okay? Right here. I highly doubt Brian would go in there and park here on the side of the road. I mean, I wish we could read that too, Nicole. We will at some time, and there's even body camera footage of it. So the only residence is here that could possibly have a camera or possibly reported the car. But it is the car. Okay, I'm going to take a small poll right now because I just need to, because I don't think the car was parked here, but I want to see what you guys think. Okay. Let me try to do a small poll. Oh, shoot. I'm so tired of that. Don't answer that poll. It went up without the right information. No, I can't find my poll thing. Okay. I'm going to put it up again. It was a mistake, that one. Okay, what it's going to say is okay. This is a little, what I'm asking is, and just think carefully, here's the address, okay? 6968 Reisterstown Road. That is the entrance to the environmental park. If you watch WFLA, they're assuming that because of that address, that this right here is where the car was found, that Mustang. Now we know this abandoned report is what made the parents change their timeline. Okay? And I think the FBI is uncovering more and more information that's going to whack that timeline out of the park, okay? So I think we're going to see the parents backpedaling on a lot of these dates very soon, and we're going to see more charges. But 9/14, which was the Tuesday, they said he went missing at 2:42 in the afternoon, okay? So we know they lied about the day he left, which is why they backpedaled to 13th. Okay, try to make it not seem so bad that, oh yeah, we were just a day off in the timeline that our son disappeared. And Henny says, but if it were in the parking lot, would police have left a note on his car to move it? I don't know. If it's left, if there's no overnight parking and stuff like that, yeah, maybe. Let me see. S. Spark says, I am confused because of the photos showing the vehicle in the parking lot. Where did you get photos of the vehicle in the parking lot? Where did you see those? Why would he leave it in the open like that? Exactly. The car wasn't there. Okay. I'm late. I'm not sure. Okay, sorry. I'll bring you up to speed here, okay? This is the abandoned vehicle report for that Mustang. This is why the parents changed their timeline, okay? Because the vehicle report came in on that Tuesday that they said he went missing at 2:42 in the afternoon. So that doesn't jive, okay? So they had to change the date, which is what we figured. Now, here's the problem. This is the address that they give, okay? Incident location. WFLA took this address, okay? Put it in to, hold on, let me get my thingy. Put it into the Google thingy and pulled, well, they didn't show it because he couldn't bring it up on the screen, but I did it, okay? And from the description, this is what JB was looking at. Said that there were absolutely no cameras and there was only one house in the area. But when I looked at this, I thought, oh, wait a minute, JB, not so fast. What if that's just the address of the park? And that's the total address would also be for the parking lot. How do we know that the car was left here and not in that parking area inside there? So that's what I'm trying to figure out, sorry, because I can't imagine Brian or whoever left the Mustang would just leave it out here okay? I don't know. Now, these people over here, could they have said, hey, there's an abandoned vehicle? I don't know. But do you think he just drove up and just parked the car here and jumped out? I don't know. But is that address the entire parking area? What is up with that? It had to be, okay, Nicole agrees with me. I say no. I say it's in a parking lot. I say JB is just taking something and not looking further into it on the address. And sorry, JB, I'm going to say that because he said, somebody asked a question, were there cameras near where that car was found? And he said 100% no cameras, or there's no cameras whatsoever. Something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing. Just one house. It makes no sense to leave it on the main road instead of okay, you're all agreeing. Okay. All right, good. I want to make sure because that's the first thing I wanted to check out here. Let me just see if they're saying anything else about that police activity that's in there going on. Let me just see.
So that could be a promising sign, but we'll continue to watch that. And I'll just be over on Twitter at twitter.com/WFLAJosh to give you any updates that I get in. And also with the vehicle report today, that was something new that we're starting to put some information out on. But other than that, it's pretty quiet. Haven't heard from the attorney today. I don't know if we'll be hearing from him today or not, but we will let you know.
And there's been a sort of a WFLA now curse over the last week that the moment that we hop off stream, something happens. So we're going to end this stream, and then in all likelihood...
Well, good. It's a little early, so it gives us a little time if you have to jump back on.
We'll be
Okay, I'm trying to see if I can.
Right back on here live. If there's any new developments here in this case, we're back live here with you. We were live, of course, for those of you who are just joining us here in the last several minutes, we were live here at the beginning of the stream for Eagle 8 HD's flight over new police activity here, more police activity than we have seen in really a week at the Carlton Reserve there. They have a drone in the air. They split off into two separate groups of vehicles. It appeared to be unmarked vehicles as well as vehicles with Northport Police, and we reached out for confirmation. They said that it is an FBI-led search, and really, when it's the FBI in charge, you're just not going to get much information.
Correct.
Folks, follow Josh Ben.
Okay, so there is a police presence larger than they've seen in at least a week, okay, at the preserve.
And everybody
At the
on
reserve, I'm sorry. But I'm interested in this abandoned vehicle that made the parents change their timeline. So let me see if I can get the exact, what would be the parking lot address. Okay, so
on Twitter here, on Instagram, on Facebook. Just follow Josh Everett.
Okay, quiet down, got my voice, sorry. I'm going to look for the parking lot address for that. Parking lot address for the Myakatchee Creek parking lot. Let's see what we can find here. What I'm finding is that is the park address. So I think that's going to be anywhere. Now, why can't we go inside there? Remember when we went in Tiger King and we were able just to go around and take our little cursor? We went all around her property. Remember when we saw the cats and stuff? How come we're not able to go around here? Like, we can go down, but it's not letting us go down in here. Is that... We could go as far as we want down this road, but it's not letting us enter that area. We were able to go to Carol Baskin's and stuff. And there's, what is this, a mobile home up here? No, this is like some type of a garage structure. And I don't know if there's a house in the background there. See, this doesn't look to me like, I don't think this is a house. I think this is something that belongs to the reserve somehow. Maybe for the caretakers or something, because just the way it's laid out here, it doesn't look just like a personal property. I don't know. The picnic table looked like where people eat their lunch and stuff. But we can go all the way down here with no problem. I wonder if it's because the state park. But remember that time we went all around Carol Baskin's property and we went all around it with this Google stuff? Okay, let's go back up the road. What does that say on this sign? Reisterstown Road. Okay, so this right here is Reisterstown Road. So I think that's it, guys. I think that, let me see what the poll says. Okay, so almost 80% of you, 79%, believe it's in a parking lot inside the reserve. Try doing a pin drop on the address of the park. Try doing a pin drop on the address. What do you mean? I have my little man standing here, which usually means that we can go around. It said that is not there. Oh, we know. We're not even talking about him. I don't think he's here either, Jeanette. He's not here. I don't believe he's here either. Might be a sports club or party rental vendor. Yeah, it looked like some. Yeah. Not every road is available at a street view level. Okay, Netmar, yeah, I do realize that, but I just thought that since it, we could go down in there. Google Maps doesn't cover every inch. Kubi says, okay, but what about the Google Earth vehicle must drive the entire road for stored footage? There are tons of parks in my area like that. Okay, so what do we think here? That JB's just wrong because he didn't see any more of that report than we saw. So I don't believe it's on that road. I believe it's inside there somewhere. So we can't be certain that there's no cameras there. And I think 78% of you feel that way. Okay, but it is interesting that what we said yesterday, this is when the parents' timeline changed, right? Because the FBI is like, hey, guys, this is not adding up to what you told the Northport police when your son went missing, okay? Because you said he left on this day, and yet we have an abandoned vehicle report for 2:42 that day. Oh, well, based on that, it must be the 13th that he left. We must have just... even though we reported it on Friday, we must have been mistaken with when we last saw our son. Yeah, I think the police are well aware that they're being lied to. Okay? Unless these people have a medical condition that would explain that, I think they're going to say something. Their statements are inconsistent and constantly changing, things like that, because I don't think this is as well executed as they would want it to be. And maybe they didn't count on things like this abandoned vehicle report. And when was that vehicle really out of that residence? Because the webcam footage, it's from 2011. Maybe parking lots might not have addresses. They just have a general one. That's what I'm thinking, Amy. Hello, Dream Dancer. Are you doing Google Earth? Hold on. I'll do Google Earth, okay? All right. Okay, here's Google Earth coming in. Yeah, I'm on live. One second, guys. Hold on 1 second. All right, sorry guys. Okay, so here's Google Earth. And here's our little Okay, so what about this? Was that our entrance? That's a picnic area? Is that a picnic table? I think so, right? Is this, yeah, look at that. Okay. Thank you, J.A., for reminding me of that. Jimmy just came down and reminded me of that, too. Thank you. Here's 6968. So you're driving in here. And you're going around this way. Where's the parking area though? Because what is this? Is that like a little pavilion thing that's blurred out? Is this the parking area and there's just no one parked there? I don't know what this is. If this is any kind of a structure that would have a camera. But it looks like there's a vehicle right here. And that's still the same address. So yes, here's parking. There's the Mustang right there. No, it's not. So I definitely think he parked in here. Now, does that mean that there are cameras there? I don't know. I don't know if there's any structure here that would have a camera. Maybe not. Has anybody in Florida that's here been to this area right here?
He would probably park when nobody's around over there. I would assume.
Yeah, you would assume. But the parents got their timeline wrong because, they lied. They got caught in the lie, you might as well say. The FBI cleared some areas, I bet. You're thinking that's what the FBI, the police presence is there? I didn't even live in Florida then. They reported they had 8 working hidden cameras. Who did, Mike? This place has 8 hidden cameras, but what about in the parking lot areas? You'll never have footage of what happened. You'll never have footage of what happened. Well, no, because JB pulled up the address and thought that they parked on the road.
Okay.
Okay? But I don't think that was the case. And then you've got this area, it's like a little turnaround area. Out here, and you got this disgusting swampy thing. Swampy, swampy, swampy. Yeah, I don't, there's no way that I would ever believe that he parked out there. And this, I don't believe this is, I think this is something connected to the reserve, though there's another house or something in there. So what, I'm sure they have cameras at the entrance. If not, maybe they have him on a traffic cam that day. There should be a camera everywhere to spot missing people or find out where they went. Yeah, Christy. That's why the report is blacked out. What does Babe Lee say? Me neither. That's why the report is blacked out. Babe Lee says, I thought they found his body there, Carolyn. What do you think? You think they found his body there? Oh, I don't think so. No, I don't think that at all. Me neither. That's why the report is blacked out. No, the report is about the vehicle. It's blacked out because they don't want us to know what's in it right now, because it could compromise the investigation. But there was also body camera that was worn. So there's body camera video of that as well.
Sending another drone out.
They're sending another drone out?
Huh?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
They're sending another drone out.
Where?
Right there, Carlton Reserve.
Okay. Another drone is being sent down on the Carlton Reserve. My idea of a holiday is a resort pool. Some parks have cameras, so this is strange. Let me see what Brian, our friend Brian Enton, is saying. Let me see if he has anything going on. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay, and what's going on with this garden bed? What do they think is hidden in the garden bed? People are really going to town on the garden bed? Stuff is hidden out there in the garden? Okay. What, like old cell phones and things? What's out there? So Brian, let's see what Brian says. Brian says, this is the Northport PD abandoned vehicle report related to the Mustang. Everything is blacked out because of the open investigation, but the timestamp is 9/14/21, 2:42 p.m. We know that. Okay. So let's see. There's some aerial footage. Let me just pull that for a second. Hold on. Let me pull Brian for a minute. Pull his footage over here, the aerial footage. Let me just... But why is this just now coming out? You mean to tell me it took this long to bring up the report and then point out the parents? Sorry, I think there's going to be a lot of issues like that in this whole thing. I think I'm not going to look at what's going on in Moab. I'm going to say that the Northport Police Department is going to come under a lot of scrutiny, and then beyond that, if indeed they didn't know about that Fort DeSoto until Dog the Bounty Hunter mentioned it, that's going to be a real problem, because we knew about it by looking up the dirt website, you know what I mean? So let's just see what's going to happen. I think there's a lot of balls dropped here. That's my own opinion. Okay, so that's some footage of what's going on over there. Let me go, let's see. What else? So there's more police activity than we have recently seen at the Carlton Reserve. Oh my gosh, my hair is so wet. Okay, so that just the police. Let me see what WFLA is saying here. They just finished. Activity ramping up at the Carlton Reserve. Let's see what's up with this. After several days of a more scaled-back search for Brian Laundrie at the Carlton Reserve, activity appeared to be ramping up on Wednesday morning. WFLA photojournalist Justin Rogers spotted several unmarked law enforcement SUVs heading into the Venice Side of the nature reserve around 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, regarding the change of date, okay, Brian was reported missing by his parents on Friday, September 17th, and at that time they told the police they had last seen him go to the Carlton Reserve for a hike Tuesday, September 14th. The family's attorney, Stephen Bertolino, confirmed this week that after further communication with the FBI, you know what that means? You lied to us. Your story's not adding up, in my opinion. The Laundries now believe their son left to go on the hiking trip on the 13th. The Laundries were basing the date that Brian left off of a recollection of certain events. Northport police said that there was an abandoned vehicle notice that was placed on the Laundrie's Mustang on Tuesday, September 14th. And that's the heavily redacted incident report, shows the notice was placed 2:24 p.m. And we've shown that report, okay? And there's really the only two things to really get out of that. Three things. It would be the time and date there, right? We know that. The address, and then that body-worn camera used. So we know that there's body camera of this, and then of course we want to see what's under there, but we're not going to right now. Okay, if the owner cannot be located, this is what Josh Taylor said. If the owner cannot be located, we make arrangements for removal by initiating the 5-day process. After 5 days has passed, if the vehicle is still present, an officer will have it towed. Okay, and the Mustang was back at the family's home on the 15th, but prior to that, they were saying it was the 16th. And we know that Brian Enton was saying, no, we have footage of it in there on the 15th. So that's what's going. Let me see. I know that WFLA had just finished their live broadcast after, and now Jimmy's saying that. Where are you watching the drone? What state?
WFLA, honey.
Okay, but I thought they ended their live.
You what now?
They ended their live broadcast. I thought
No, they did.
they kept it on. He
Go-
said
go
he
to
was.
Facebook.
He said he was ending it.
Sorry.
I know. I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
Okay, so let me see here. One second, guys. My computer's just being slow here. And there's a possible school shooting in Arlington, Texas? Yeah. Okay.
In the area where the manhunt for Brian Laundrie continues here in Florida. We're getting new information here as Eagle 8HD flies live here over the scene of the law enforcement activity that is an uptick here in the search for Brian Laundrie. Hey there, folks. JB Puno here with you live on WFLA Now. Great to have our audience here joining us. You can use hashtag HeyJB here, and we'll try to feature some of your comments here on screen. But
Okay, hang on a second. This is not, I don't know. Jimmy, can you just go to yours and see?
Yeah, I see it
So-
live right here. I got it. Just
What-
type in WFLA.
that's what I have.
Go cross out of there. Go up to search. Type in
Oh, yeah.
WFLA.
Yeah, I was there. All right, sorry guys. So Jimmy's saying he's having something live. I'm not. I don't have live.
new information here as Eagle 8HD flies live here over the scene of the law enforcement activity that is an uptick here in the search for Brian Laundrie. Hey there, folks. JB Puno here with you live on WFLA Now. Great to have our audience here joining us. You can use hashtag HeyJB here, and we'll try to feature some of your comments here on screen. But we have just arrived here with Eagle 8HD here a moment ago, and you can see here that this is...
Let me just put it, because this is not.
Yeah, it's only a little short tweet.
Yeah, this is. This is what was the scene, okay? This police presence that you saw and the other aerial footage. But then we don't know what is going on, why that would be. Nobody's saying anything about why that would be. And then the abandoned vehicle report. Yeah, this is the Venice Side. Okay, and so it's the most activity like in about a week there. So it is something interesting. And then we have that abandoned report. And the Google Earth. Jimmy, please. The Google Earth. And this is where the address, okay, if you just put it into Google, will take you right here. But it's highly doubtful he parked there. It's also, as you go in here, going to be this parking lot area. And you see fencing there, but how can we be sure there are cameras or there are not cameras? Or if anything was, if there's any cameras here
Okay, honey, I'm gonna send you
or
something.
here. Let me go back to your chat because I can see what you guys are saying. This is my live here. Okay. Hi, Dolphin Lover. Hope they catch him, you said. Okay. Babely, either way, I just hate the fact that he would get all the attention, exactly what he wants. Sorry says it's unraveling because Cassie has gone public, which is prompting Bertolino to try to cover the parents' butts, causing the scrambling of their BS story. Oh, thank you. Sorry, because there was a news statement that Cassie released to NBC. Hold on. That I wanted to talk about.
Here you go, honey. Oh,
Okay, 1 second, Jimmy.
on Facebook, I sent it to you, okay? Boom.
So let's see. Let's see. Now, yesterday she said, no, I do not know where Brian is. I would turn him in. She said that on Good Morning America, but then she gave NBC a statement that said, hang on, trying to get exactly her statement. What it said, and it was that she's hoping that this will. Let me see. I saw it on a news video today. Just basically that she's hoping that this ends for everyone. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Is this one? She does not know where her brother is. I'd turn him in. That aired Tuesday. There was a statement she gave. I'm trying to think which. I'm pretty sure it was WFLA that I was watching. Or it might have been the Fox station. Let me see here. There was a statement, and it was in a news report. I'm trying to see if I can get the exact wording, where she said that, you know, she hopes that he would come forward and just, you know, end this for everyone. Basically, it was what it was today. But of course now, I can't find that. I was listening to that before I went into the shower. So, all right. Guess I could probably see my history. Let me see.
Honey, check the link I gave you
Okay.
on Facebook. We have to wait through a commercial first. Click on it.
It's not live, Jimmy. It's the same thing.
Some part of it's live right there. It says live somewhere. It sent it to you.
No, it's not. It says
wait,
watch.
it's-
It says watch for live streaming events.
What I just sent you?
Yes.
Live, right? Look at that.
There's
Oh yeah, I guess it's done.
Yeah. Okay.
It was live a second ago.
I don't know.
Looks like it's live right now. You know, if it was live, it would be red. It would be a red dot there. See this right here? Look right here. I clicked on it. It says live. But maybe that's supposed to be red when
It
it's...
says previously recorded. Look.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. I see it. Okay.
Okay, guys, so let me see. I'm going to go back to Twitter and see the updates here. So there is a building. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Here's a better picture of it. That building inside there, there is a little building inside there. That could possibly have a camera, but that, remember, there's like parking over here. So possibly. But why would he park somewhere with a camera right there? I don't know. We don't know. They could make other mistakes. Who knows? Okay, let's see what else we can find here. I'm just wondering how long a vehicle would have to be abandoned to have that incident filed. Do they do it every evening? What's the procedure? Okay, somebody is unattended for more than 24 hours at a county park. For more than 24 hours. Is what it's showing about park rules. Here. Okay, for the ordinances, Sarasota County. Unattended for more than 24 hours at a county park, but that doesn't mean they caught it in that time. Could be 36 hours, it could be 40, we don't know. Unless there is actual documentation from a camera or something of him pulling it or someone else putting it there. Let's see here. "12-mile hike. Signated." Now, somebody is saying, okay, someone is saying here that they, and okay, and we could take it from where it comes. This is just a person on Twitter, okay? It says that I commented about the Northport laws regarding abandoned vehicles. It has to be left for 5 days before it can be reported as abandoned, so it must have been there since 9/9. Well, that's not true according to the Sarasota. This wouldn't be Northport police because this is not in Northport. So, yeah, you can't go by that. And it would be interesting to know if the park rangers patrol this or something with cameras or anything on body worn or something. It would be interesting to go back on. Now, people are really going to town with the, hold on a second. Okay, so open, hold on. This was that footage that was of the parents in the backyard. People wondering what this is. Now, what is this? What is that thing there? What is that? Who knows what that is? Please check your texts. All right, hold on. I have my phone. Hold on 1 second. All right, let me leave that there so you can check that out. My text. Okay, let's see what it says here. Whoops, oh my gosh, my glasses are all wet. That's a fire pit? What is that thing on? What's that thing on it? All right, let me see here. After several days of a more scaled back search for, okay, that's what I did just read that.
Compost pit, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm trying to. Wait, hold on one second. I'm trying to read something. I think I'm trying to see. I'm not sure. Maybe that's delayed, Robin, because I did go there. Fire pit or pool filter system. Okay. Okay. Well, so people were going to town saying that maybe he's buried under. Come on, or something. Yeah. I don't think that. So. But all right. So then. Get rid of that. Okay. Barbecue fire pit. It has iron tools on it. Okay, that's a kind of a weird looking fire pit, but okay. I wonder if they've been using it. Chairs around it. Sure isn't a compost pit. Where are there? You saw chairs around that? I didn't see any chairs around that. Okay, hang on. So let me just see what we can see here. I'm just trying to look to see if people are swearing they see a hand coming up from the flower beds. They could be looking for evidence or something that was dumped there. Who knows what they're looking for? Maybe they're looking to clear it out and open it up again to the public. I don't know. Let me see here. Carlton Ranch Airport, River State Park. This is where they say the car was parked in this area. Northport's over here. Northport High School Aquatic Center. trail rides. See, I just think this is a wild goose chase. Like, oh my gosh, this is the great place to send them on this wild goose chase, right? The Venice, and then here's where they are. Here's Venice, Sarasota. Hold on, I think I'm getting another. No, that's. All right, let me see if. I don't think they're back live yet. Let me see. Let me go back to the chat and see what you're saying. So what happened? I somewhat believe he's alive and he's hiding in plain sight, you say. I'm thinking hey, not that Nikki Nicole, how are you? Haven't seen you in a long time. I'm thinking that he's my hair is so wet. Thinking that he's alive, but now I'm thinking if he thinks they're closing in on him, will he do something rather than be captured? I don't know. Or will he go, look, we thought Eric Freen would do something like that, but he went without incident. Actually, he looked like he had an incident because it looked like he had a big gash on his nose when they brought him in. I'm thinking the FBI doesn't think baby boy is too far from mommy and daddy. Is that what you think? He's probably drinking pina coladas and Turks and Caicos. Turks and Caicos is very expensive to stay there. Where's Skipper? What's her new name? She gave me that mug, that's why I'm thinking about that. Hope you're okay. Yeah, and prayers for Nana Patty, because if you weren't here, Nana Patty found her sister deceased yesterday, so prayers for Nana Patty. You think he's alive, Tracy W. says. Babe Lee says, I really don't think he's outside anymore. If he is alive, he's not the mountain man he claims to be. We should have a poll. A poll for what? If he's alive or not? I can do a poll for that if you want to. Hi, Dolphin Lover. Belladonna girl. He's Belladonna. He's not in. That's according to some engineer that didn't even know his last name. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not alive. Belladonna, that was never confirmed. There's been a lot of sightings and none of them have been confirmed. That guy didn't even know his name. He says Brian Lowry. Brian Lauer. Or Lauer. Not Lauer's brother. Hi, Aurora. Shadrach. Hello there. Parents could even hide cash in those banks in the Caymans, and it's hard to trace. Well, they had a lot of planning time, let's put it that way. Had a lot of planning time.
Here's JB Buno.
More.
Let me see here. So we just have, let's see if anybody's saying anything here.
No, we don't need any help.
Let's see. No, I'm just trying to see if I can skip. Why can't I skip? There we go. All right, here, let me pull this for a second from earlier. Before I do that, I just have to, hold on. Close, okay. So this is where the police vehicles were seen going in. There. That's not the one I thought it was. What if they are clearing the park to reopen it again? What if they are? I mean, don't people, I don't know, is this one of the, how does this park operate? Is this one of the parks that people buy passes to or something? Like Honeymoon Island and stuff, you have to, you can buy passes. Maybe they're clearing it. Hey, jerk, thanks. Everybody. Who knows whose name? You're late, Brenda Joe, to the party? I don't think his parents are that well, yeah. Oh, what did our polls say? So 85% of you say Brian is alive. 14% say no. All right, so I guess the vehicle report is the bigger news today, I think. Just showing that I think the walls are closing in as far as the FBI finally getting their information and maybe confronting the parents that, hey, look, you're lying to us. Your stories are not adding up. Now your daughter's talking. Your stories are not adding up. What's going on here? You know? So, that's what I'm thinking. Because this again is the address of the report, and here's the heavily redacted report giving the date of 9/14/21 at 2:42 in the afternoon. And then if we go down here, it's going to tell us that the body-worn camera was used, so we know that that is available. And let me just see here for 1 second. So yeah, and then there's that ramped up police presence on the Venice side of the reserve. But I think that's about all that we have right now. Kubi, leave it to me. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? Up from your last 9%. Night polls. Most channels have dropped as low as 2%. What happened? Most channels say 2% say he's deceased. Is that what you're saying, Mike? I don't know. Okay, but I think that's about it for now. I'll let you go on with your day. I'm gonna go in. Wow, it's nice. I'm gonna go for my bike ride. Trying to do my bike ride. I wanted to run. Had to run to the store. I guess I have to do my bike ride and then probably the store. I don't know. Not that, Nikki, it's good to see you back. Hope everything's okay. Rose and everybody, do they believe? I don't think that I don't know, Rose. We're not told anything, but I don't believe he's in there. But let me just say a quick hello to everybody before we leave. Quick hello and then goodbye. Hello and goodbye. I can see. Hello, Amy Celeste, Anna, Babe Lee, Amy Margolin, Brenda Joe, Charlotte, Jeanette, Kevin Leonard. Kevin Leonard, everybody was asking for you last night, asking if you were not well. Everybody was concerned. Kubi, Mike, Nicole Griffith, Nightbot, not that Nikki Nicole, good to see you back. Jeanette, Robbity Bob, Paula K, Robin Lane, Rose S. Sparks, Shelly Ellis, Tony Martin, Tracy W. I just lost somebody. It's Kubi, Deanna Progen. Okay. Everybody, that's up. Somebody else. Jenny Anderson. All right. Everybody take care. Carolyn Parrish. I know I'm missing a bunch of people. But Nicole Griffith, I think I got you, right? Angela, Elmira. But I'll see you guys later if anything happens. But I think that the FBI is getting their stuff together. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Love you. God bless. Prayers for all that need them. Let me see how I should end this one. And that.